thought long and hard about this, and I have decided to start with a quote from page 8. So everybody turn to page 8, get your pens ready, raise your right hand, place it over your heart and say, I'm ready to commit to this. It's number 90 on page 8, and here's the excerpt. PowerPoint is the scourge of critical thinking. It encourages fragmented logic by the briefer and passivity in the listener. Down with PowerPoint. And by the way, my brother Mike Mayu sent me an article this week that says that Jeff Bezos has expelled PowerPoint. Now, I'm going to give you my bias, and so I'm already coming out here. For 21 plus years, I have given you a physical handout. I have watched you circle words. I have watched you take notes. I encourage you to write things down. And I have somebody sitting right here who has seen a group of people around the conference table listen to my recording with handouts in their hand, and they do it just like you do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the bottom line is, it is engaging learning because it is studying. It's not just reading. And I'm going to confess to you, when I watch a PowerPoint set of slides, it is common for me to lose focus and to not regain it, and paper helps me regain it. All right, that's my rant, and that's my introduction.
Agreed.
Okay, on the left, my purpose in writing this book is to convey the lessons I learned for those who might benefit, whether in the military or in civilian life. And so, he tells the story of his call sign. Does the colonel have another outstanding solution? Thus did chaos become my call sign. So that's the title, Call Sign Chaos. He does admit that some people think he got the title because he creates chaos. And then, this is typical of his abrupt, clear statement. Be polite, be professional, but have a plan to kill everyone you meet. And what he says is, and it's really very good sections of the book, he says Marines have to go in and fight and kill and even be willing to lose their own life. But in modern warfare that's different than it used to be, they also have to go in and help people rebuild communities. And so you've got to be polite, and you've got to be professional, and you've got to have empathy, and you've got to care for people, but you've also got to be ready to kill the next guy. And he said this really interesting. He said, you don't kill him in the midst of possibly harming civilians, you hunt him down and kill him. So, for a non-military guy, this was a kind of a military education for me. And somebody said to me, I forget who it was, and I apologize. I think it might have been John who's sitting in here. Maybe not. Somebody said, I'm a Marine, and he said that Jim Mattis is the second greatest Marine of all time. And then he named the first one, but I didn't hear it, so my apologies. All right. Page 2, and I'm just going to do a few of these. Bottom of page 2, what is the point? This is a book about leadership, about a leader who learned how to lead in the Marines. The lessons are fully transferable to other arenas. Why is this book worth our time? This book will give you a pretty good history of recent decades of American military conflict and action. It is worth reading for this alone. Number 2, this book will help you understand the kind of decision-making that a leader is required to make, and it will help you know how to make better decisions. And number 3, this book will make you examine your own reading and studying habits. We all need to study more thoroughly. Turn to page 12. Six lessons and takeaways. Number 1, you need to read more. No, more than that, you need to study. And number 6, morale really matters. Monitor the morale of your team, improve team morale in every way, every chance you can. There are a lot of things I admire about Jim Mattis. I'm going to end with something minor, but I suspect it's not minor. I would give half of my left hand to have his posture. He is erect when he walks, when he stands, when he sits. Jim Mattis is a Marine, and I'm glad he was one of our leaders. Hope you found this useful. Thank you very much.